Hi, everybody, and welcome to Talk Shop Live. We are Crook and Chase. I'm Charlie Chase, along with Lori Ann Crook, and we are here with two of our longtime dear friends who are very excited about their new album called Beautiful Life. We're talking about Jamie Dailey and, wait a minute, Darrin Vincent. No, Dailey and Vincent. I'm messing with them because
you always do.
No. I know. And trust me, stick around. This is going to be a lot. Because we're not only going to talk about some great music, but some wild things usually happen with these guys.
Okay, can we get some business out of the way first?
Please.
Yeah.
Because, this is your opportunity to get an autographed copy of this album before anybody else does.
Exclusive.
Charlie, why don't you start?
Absolutely. All right. You see the shop button right there? Okay. All you have to do is hit that. Now, this is an exclusive feature on Talk Shop Live, okay?
Right.
This is the only place you're going to get the album in advance, and it's going to be autographed. They've been practicing writing, and we're
good at it.
They're getting really good at it, and you can have one in your little hands if you hit that.
This is how it goes with us. They've been practicing. They can write their names now. It's so
I
fantastic.
finally can do the I on my name.
Hey, and you
boy.
can dot it and
I
everything.
dot it,
Oh,
good
fantastic. Now, look, if you are watching on Facebook or Instagram, all you have to do is comment shop, and we will DM you the link so you can order. And then one more way.
If you are watching on YouTube and you've taken a break from watching squirrel videos, I watch them.
Darren's watching them now. Darren's watching them.
Right. Squirrel. All you have to do is hit that little descriptive line down there, the link, and it'll take you right to it.
Listen, in all seriousness, we have been so excited about this day to be live with our buds here, Dailey and Vincent.
It's been a while.
It has been a little while. Yeah. A Beautiful Life. Okay, so I'm thinking to myself, we all sit and we're watching the news and we can all kind of get depressed and everything. I think this is just the perfect time, the right time to remind everybody that, hey, look for the great stuff like you do in your music, because it is a beautiful life. So, okay, have I kind of gotten the gist of what you're going for with this album?
I think you have. I think you've nailed it.
All right. Hey.
Yeah.
I listen to the whole thing, top to bottom, over and over again. Can I be honest with you?
I'd rather you not.
No, I'm gonna.
Like to us.
I'm gonna. It always happens with these guys.
You know.
How do I put this?
That we should quit, never get back to this again.
No.
It didn't work last time, did
It
it?
didn't work like
In all seriousness, your music has a way of bringing us to our feet at certain times, and then at other times bringing us to our knees in very sacred ways. And we've got to talk about the way this album starts out, bringing everybody, oh my gosh, to their feet. Ruby, okay, excuse me, but those notes are insane.
Classic song, by the way.
Do you know that song is soon going to be 70 years old?
Yeah, it was 56, wasn't it, for Bobby Osborne?
The Osborne Brothers. And we would never have sang that song ever. We had never planned on singing it because I was scared to death of it. And
I can see why.
Yeah, the Grand Ole Opry called and said, we're going to recreate a night at the Ryman Auditorium where the Osborne Brothers were on that night, Jim and Jesse. We want you and Darrin to sing one song of the Osbournes and one song of Jim and Jesse. They sent us over the options, and there was Ruby, and I thought, uh-oh. I called Darrin and said, I don't know if we need to do this or not. And
Now, let's talk about, there's a long note in there, which we'll get to in a minute.
yeah, it's long, and it's really high, full voice, no falsetto. You either hit it or you don't. And it's like taking off with a plane. You're either going to get off the ground or you're not.
That's right.
So we decided that we would try it, and I was as nervous as a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. We got out there and hit that first note, and I thought, boy, Lord be with me on this one. But when we finished the song, the crowd was going bonkers, And we came off stage, and I said, well, maybe we should record this thing, and all this.
Okay, so it was your idea. Okay, so now we know it was
Well,
your
it's,
idea.
well, it's our idea.
Okay.
We both looked at each other. We might want to do
Well, the
this.
audience, they're the ones that told it, really.
Yeah.
The reaction.
Okay, it was their decision.
Their reaction.
I
Okay,
get
well,
it.
let me jump on this here, because when I listened to the song for the first time on the album, and I'd seen you perform before, I said, oh man, talking about breath control, I said, how long does he hold that note?
Oh, everybody's timed it.
And it's 17 seconds. That's what I,
Okay, there's a discrepancy.
Okay.
Now, there's another interviewer who said, I timed the note at 18 seconds.
18?
I timed it at 18.
17.5. You guys are rounding it off.
And some odd.
But hey, and then I did my research. I checked Bobby when he was doing it live.
Oh,
11 seconds.
really? I had no clue.
Wow.
I had no clue.
It's
in the studio,
amazing.
this is a true story about this song, and our engineer is just me and our engineer Kevin. We were in there, and with a song like that, if you sing it over and over and over, you'll start losing the tones of your voice because it's so high, so heavy, and I'm trying to use all the right techniques to sing it.
Sure.
I hit it the first time, that first long note.
Really?
And I told him, I said, we're not going back. I said,
blame
you better
you.
hang on to that one because you're not getting another one. Because it had everything we think we should have had.
But now you have to do it every show.
Every show, yeah.
Well, and we have been told that the way he hits that note every time is that Darrin is behind him pulling his shorts up tight.
Oh
So
my
that's
gosh!
what I've
And
heard.
by script.
Really?
Hey, listen, we have a lot of people tuning in
Oh
here.
my gosh,
Can we get
that's
to
so
some?
cool.
Okay, so
Please.
people have some questions. So Jordan is asking. Jordan is from Florida. Loves the song. Hey, Jordan. Loves the song "Moon Shines on the Still" on this album, A Beautiful Life. He says he feels it's super old school in the best way possible, and wants to know what made you want to lean into that sound again right now.
Yeah, but that's a really good question.
It really is.
Darrin and I have always wanted to sing different things, as the two of you know. I mean, we did a tribute to the Statler Brothers record. We did an a cappella album. We did a gospel album. We've done a couple of bluegrass albums. We did a patriotic album called Patriots and Poets. And so we done that Christmas album had like a full band, horns, everything on it. And so we thought, we've done all that stuff for a while. It's time to go back and do a straight ahead on, kind of like a bluegrass record.
Right.
5-piece bluegrass band, and most of the songs are that. Now there are, as you know, 4 or 5 songs on there that lean more country-ish, and but I think in part doing Ruby on stage and feeling what we felt from it helped guide that. Don't you think?
I do.
Yeah.
And that song just screams the acoustic treatment that we gave it.
Yeah.
And I've told our kids, not a lot of people's heard this new song. Well, I guess it was out a few weeks ago or a week ago, but I said this is bluegrass rock and roll, basically. This song. It is
Bluegrass
just
rock and roll.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, it is so up and just
It is.
smashing all the way through. With Seth Taylor on guitar and Sean Richardson on guitar, they're both tuned differently.
Yeah.
And just the whole band, Russ Carson playing banjo and Andy, and it's strong.
Yeah, and
it is strong.
I would say that a lot of
Yeah.
bluegrassers that we know that play bluegrass for a living, we've always had this inside joke about, well, if you're singing bluegrass music, you got to sing something's got a river in it, a mountain, somebody's got to get killed, moonshine, mason jar,
Yeah.
all those things. So we thought, well, we need to make sure we uphold our end of this thing and do this song,
Hey, let me expound upon something Lorianne mentioned a moment ago. She said if you want to take an escape from this crazy world we're in, you just take the ride with Dailey and Vincent and A Beautiful Life. And the reason I bring that up is because my point is, any song you listen to, in my case anyway, I was envisioning a video. I was in the song. I had a video going in my mind.
It
I didn't have
takes
to
you
watch
somewhere.
a video.
It does.
It does. It takes you somewhere. And man, if you need to escape, you're talking about emotions. I mean, there's one song on there. Help me with the title now, okay? Because I'm still getting used to them. Where you're being thrown out of the house, but it's done with the banjo, and you're happy. You're happy that you're being thrown out of the house.
So that's
right?
part of being a bluegrasser.
Okay, wait.
Well, am I right?
Can we get real here?
Yeah.
Let's get really real.
Really real?
There's a song called God's Country where
Oh,
you guys are singing
yes.
about skinny dipping and drinking Crown Royal.
That's right.
Have you ever skinny dipped while drinking Crown?
Guilty! No, I can't.
Raise your right hand now. Come on now.
When I heard that song
Don't call me it.
written by Marcus Hummon,
Yeah.
it made me think immediately of the small town I grew up in Gainesboro. A
Right.
lot of that lyric, I've lived a lot of that lyric.
I bet.
And that's why it hit me hard. It's like, I really want to record this. And I'm glad we did. had Rhonda Vincent come in and sing the tenor on it. Of course, she took it to another gear with us. But I really, for me personally, it's one of my favorite songs on the album.
No kidding. Okay.
Oh, let me clear up.
All right.
The song I was talking about
Yep.
where you get thrown out, but it's a happy story, is I'll Keep Going.
I wrote that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
All right.
See?
And
So
so,
you-
but I wanted him to sing it so it sounded like he's the one who got it. And that's what we did.
Okay. Pass the blame.
That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite songs on the record.
Yeah.
To me, it's going to be a new bluegrass standard because it's got that rhythm, that beat, and it's not
Yeah.
really fast.
I want to talk about rural America.
Okay.
They love this music. I love this music. I'm from East Tennessee. Bluegrass is still prominent up there. It's prominent everywhere. I tell you what, the young people are really getting into this as
It's
well.
taking on a new.
And
yeah.
Amen.
the thing I was talking about rural, Uncle Billy, Play Your Fiddle for Me. That's
Yeah.
one of the cuts. And you mentioned that part of it is he's a neighbor, but he still lives 2 miles away.
That's right.
That tells you what it's all about in the country. You know?
Absolutely.
That's
I
why
mean-
I see I had this video going.
Yeah, you used to have to pipe in a phone call and it'd take 2 weeks to get up to holler, where you could answer, So, yeah. Cows grazing on the hillside, one leg was longer than the other.
Oh my
It's
God.
steep.
Okay, we got that. Hey, the comments are coming in. Hold on.
All right.
Lauren from Pennsylvania asked this question. Okay, the song titles for this album, A Beautiful Life, the song titles alone are making me emotional
Oh.
already. She has a little
Wow.
emoji
Well,
with it.
thank you, I think.
Okay, and wants to know which track hits the two of you the hardest personally when you actually perform it.
Well, I got 2 answers that for me.
Okay.
Ruby hits me the hardest because I'm up there dying.
Yeah, I know.
So there's that.
Yeah, I know.
But we've never performed live yet, God's Country USA, but I know that
Okay.
will hit me harder.
I bet.
Okay.
And I Grew Up in Heaven is another one on there that was written by Don Schlitz and,
Oh,
what's
wait.
his name?
Let me see if I can find
yeah,
it.
You have it.
Okay, I might have it. I have to scroll here because I'm
Yeah.
getting all the
Oh,
comments.
you got it.
Okay, so which one is it?
Let's see. God's Country USA?
Butch
No,
Curry.
I Grew Up in
Someone-
Heaven.
Butch Curry?
Oh, Josh Keir.
Josh Keir. Josh
Keir,
Keir.
okay.
Great writer. Good singer, too. But before we recorded that, I was out on the patio singing that guitar, and my buddy Kyle was up at the place, and he was videoing it. And when we looked the video back where it says, talking about the fireflies, they were going off in the background. It's like, man. So that one really touched me because it makes me think of home and where I grew up, and I had a great childhood there. What about you?
What about you, Aaron? What just melts your heart? Anything? Or
I
gets
Grew
you
Up in Heaven
excited?
really touches my heart.
Yeah, okay.
And Don Schlitz wrote one of the biggest country songs ever, The Gambler, for
Right.
Kenny Rogers.
Yeah, yeah.
And for him to take that, because when he does the Grand Ole Opry, he does The Gambler and people just go crazy.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But to go back to I Grew Up in Heaven and really reflect inside his heart and what it's just so powerful.
Yeah.
And then Tenille Townes wrote one on there as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
It is so good.
She's written a couple of songs on this album,
Yeah.
hasn't she? Oh my goodness.
All right. Now, this
Yeah.
all this
Amazing.
music that's touching us can touch you. So, you see that little button right there says, shop? Okay. Press that button, or you can.
Well, and hey, if you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, then all you do is comment shop, and we will DM you
Right.
the link so you can order. And here's the thing: you're not just getting the album; they're signing it.
That's right.
Autographed
Personally
copy
ordered. Okay.
just for you.
And if you happen to be over at YouTube watching raccoons wash grapes, then take a break from that and just follow the link, the descriptive link right there.
right.
it'll
And
take
if you want a
right to
picture
us.
with Darrin, he'll come to your house and sit on your dresser.
That's right. Really? Hey, when did you guys? Okay, let's go back to 2007. Explain the situation where the two of you met and you realized the harmonies were magic, because that's part of this album too.
Well, that was back before 2007. We was at the IBMA's International Bluegrass Music Association Award Show.
Okay.
And Jamie was singing, he'd been with Doyle Lawson, was singing a song called Be Livin', a gospel song. It was I was working with Ricky Skaggs at the time. It was Ricky, Miss Sharon White, Skaggs, and myself. We were all sitting, I think, second or third row. And he walked out there and just blew me down with his vocals on that Be Livin' song.
Yeah.
And after he had done the performance, I slipped out immediately. And as he's walking off stage, I went up to him and said, "I'm Dailey Vincent, and I'd like to be your friend."
All it took was a high note, folks.
And I gave my phone number. We texted each other, and I think it was a few weeks later, we went to Cracker Barrel Old Country Store up in Cookville, had some breakfast, and then we got in the car and started talking about business. And he had a recorder on his Sennheiser because he's a songwriter. He said, I just wrote this song, and he hit it. He said, let's just sing with that. And I learned it in
Really?
a couple of things. And when we sing along with that recorder, it's like our voices are like brothers. It's like, holy cow. That's
You
how it
just knew
started.
What kind of
You just
automobile
knew it.
was this, by the way?
It was a Ford Explorer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maroon
Best I
one.
remember.
Yeah.
You never know where you're going to find magic. You know,
Is
when
in
it
the
comes
Ford
to-
Explorer. Yeah.
Well, and look, let me riff off of that because Thomas is from Alabama, and he's writing just along these same lines.
Oh, yeah.
He says, y'all always sound insanely tight live. Do you still rehearse a ton, or is it just secondary nature at this point? Wow, that's an interesting
great
question.
We rehearse a ton, and the reason we rehearse a ton and we play a lot is because we have a television show, and which means we have to learn 13 episodes, which for us is 65 songs
Ooh.
twice a year. So you're looking at, so we have to
130
rehearse
songs.
130 songs. We got to rehearse a lot, so that kind of helps us keep limbered up and going, and so that keeps us extremely busy. Plus our road dates. Plus we're on the Opry 3 to 5 times a month. On top of that.
Okay.
Oh,
But technically, to answer your question, if he's singing lead or I'm singing lead, you have to listen to the lead singer because they're. I always go back to Dolly Parton. We've been on a lot of her records, and anytime you sing with her or sing with her live, she's liable to go anywhere. So you have to listen to the lead vocalist and follow him the best you can, and listen for the the length of the notes and when he's going to take a breath. On the acapella things, you can kind of feel the pulse of it. So
Wow.
that's
Okay.
the technical part of it.
all right. So can I just insert this here? Talking about Dolly Parton. They do a song on this album, A Beautiful Life, that Dolly Parton wrote, and she recorded it many years ago, and they do it in
No,
a whole
actually
new
that
way.
was
Smoky Mountain.
Smoky Mountain.
Smoky Mountain,
Yeah.
Smoky Mountain
Yeah.
Memories.
Memories.
Is what I'm
Memories.
talking
Memories.
about.
Yeah.
Smoky
Yeah.
That's
Mountain.
the song I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That song is the one that I seriously, I had tears coming, and I'm not exaggerating. I was wiping away tears
Aw.
listening to this album a couple of days ago. And I think it's because we all, whether, you're maybe a teenager graduating from high school, you're going off to college. Maybe you're getting married and you're leaving your family, going to a new state. Maybe you're in midlife and there's some reason why you have to leave and go somewhere else. This song just speaks to that foundation that you can always look back to keep you strong. So, I'm curious. That's why I love the song. Why did you want to record Smoky Mountain Memories from Dolly?
Believe it or not, I was in the bus one night going through YouTube and saw David Archuleta. I love David's singing. I think he's a fantastic singer. And I can't remember what show he was on. Was it Idol or he was Idol, wasn't he?
Okay.
And he sang that song. And I thought, that little squirt. Boy, he is just absolutely nailing that song, and it made me want to sing it. Because the way he sang it, man, and to be honest, I didn't know that was a Dolly song.
You didn't?
And Darrin told me that Dolly had cut, and somehow I had missed that. She's probably going to kill me after I said that now. But yeah, I was like, wow.
Well, now, she wrote it for her daddy.
Yeah, I know that now.
Okay,
I didn't
okay.
know that then,
Yeah,
but I know that
yeah.
now.
Every time she sings it, she gets emotional because she wrote it for her dad.
I hope she likes it. If not, I'm dead.
No,
Okay.
she'll love
Oh.
it. Trust me.
We're gonna call her right after this.
Well,
Just
yeah, also-
like-
Okay, another song that touched me was When I Meet My Maker. And with that in mind, when the two of you meet your maker, do you have your defense plan?
I'm just taking a fire extinguisher along just in case.
You gonna take $100 bill yourself? Or what?
I've already taken care of my salvation. I'm gonna take care of it here. It's too late later.
No.
Wait, this goes back to that God's Country song with the skinny dipping in the
Yeah.
crowd.
No. But look,
We're trying to.
we kind of went off the rails with that.
Yeah,
but it is a very personal
It's so
song,
good,
and it makes
though.
you reflect, doesn't it?
When I heard that, I was on Music Row, and our manager Rob took me to a publishing office, and they were playing songs, and that came on, and I immediately locked onto the melody. It's like, ooh, that's good. And then when she started singing, and I heard the lyrics, I'm like, oh, wow. I said, play it again. I said, I want that one. Then I sent it to Darrin and said, what do you think? He loved it. And we did it the other night in Greenville, Tennessee, at the Niswonger Center, standing ovation. So we thought, okay, this is a good sign.
It touches you right
good
here.
sign.
Oh yeah, and like I say, you have this video going in your mind. Every song I listen to on there, I found myself right in the middle of it.
Yeah,
It's fascinating.
I hope so.
Well, and let me make this really big point. All right, so there's something that's been kind of getting to me in music lately. Because, Charlie and I kind of live, the country music, Americana folk, bluegrass area. And so a lot of times people will come out and say, okay, well, we're getting into your genre and we're genre bending. And so that kind of gets me because I think that seems like bending is breaking it. These guys I call genre blending. Because what they do, and I think I stole that from you, Jamie. Maybe.
You came up with that?
He might have.
Actually came up with something. We're on to
know.
something now. We can go eat now.
I'll take credit. No, I'll take the credit. No, but what I love about genre blending is that genre blending, it speaks to the respect that they have and the way they do encapsulate all different genres. I mean, country and bluegrass and gospel. I mean, on and on and on. You're not definable. Is that okay to say that you're not definable?
It's okay with us.
You have?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
It's okay with us. We don't want to be boxed in on anything, and sometimes people get angry over that and they want to box. No, you need to do this.
Right,
you
right.
need to sing this. You need to sing this. Just stay here. We don't like to be in the box. We want to sing kind of what we want to sing. If it's a good song, we're going to put the instruments we feel needs to go around that song to make it what it needs to be.
Right. Now, we wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't let you know that we'd like to issue a warning that they will be going on tour.
It's coming.
No, hear me out.
Okay, all right.
It's a warning. Get your tickets now because after you hear this music, it's going to sell out, and we don't want you to miss it. Okay?
Thank you, Charlie.
I thought he was going to be
Where's your
sarcastic again.
I did too. I thought he was really going to throw it to us.
I thought I did too.
This is uncharacteristic.
Yeah, I know.
He's
I
just-
apologize. I got nice on you. I'm
Yeah, I've
sorry.
got
Do you
mellow
feel
it out.
Do you feel the love coming?
I feel it coming this way, but I'm still waiting for it to come back around and get punched again.
He's going to slap you in the face with it. Yeah, pretty soon. Okay, let me get. People are just popping in here. Hold on a
Anything
second.
about touring? A lot of people, are looking for you guys.
I appreciate that. We hope so. We're going to be out in Texas and Arizona,
California?
all the way up through California,
Oregon.
Washington State, Oregon, Canada, Minnesota, Iowa. We're going to be everywhere. So
You sound like Hank Snow.
yeah,
I've been
Going
everywhere.
everywhere.
Okay, Christine wants to know if someone has never, because we're just talking about all the different genres that you encapsulate, which is so cool. So Christine wants to know if someone has never listened to Dailey and Vincent before, what song would you tell them to start with, and why? Ooh.
That's a great question.
Something on this album, or maybe something in the past, or you want to dig up, or what?
man, there's from this album.
Gosh.
If you,
Let me look at the list.
boy, I'm not going to step in this puddle. I'm afraid to, but we have so many that like. Of course, Ruby is a big deal right now. We'd love for him to listen to that.
Multi-week #1.
Yeah, I mean we're going. Yeah, and it's #1 for the month of April on Bluegrass Today national chart. But you go back to the front, and we had a song out called "By the Mark," which was our first #1, and it was a song that really turned the corner for us and kind of set the path for us. And then we have a Tennessee State song called "I'll Leave My Heart in Tennessee" that my neighbor wrote, and we recorded it, and then the state calls it come in, and they made it a state song. And then our first country music Grammy nominee. I don't know how we did this, but we wound up in the category with Lady Antebellum, Little Big Town, Zach Brown Band, and it was a song called Elizabeth, a tribute to the Statler brothers that we did. And so we lost to Lady Antebellum because they had "Need You Now" out, and we slit their bus tires on the way out the back door.
I don't blame you. That's all right.
It's a little after 1, I'm drunk and I need you now. Or something.
Yeah. And I love them. But, you're not going to beat that song.
No, I understand. Sure.
So those are some songs for you to listen to, Christine. Elizabeth, "I'll Leave My Heart in Tennessee," "By the Mark," and Ruby.
Let me just say this. This man sings like an angel.
Oh, you're too
Now, this
kind.
guy will tell you that he's not an angel, but he does sing like one.
He will tell you that. He might even show you evidence of that.
Well, no, he sings like an angel, but acts like the devil.
Oh my
That's,
Oh, man.
Now the shots have been fired.
that is
Wow.
from personal knowledge
Goodness. Okay.
for many years.
Phone in your pledge now.
Yeah, please.
Just ask Whispering Bill of the Grand Ole Opry about Darrin.
Oh, I love it.
When Bill was brushing his teeth in the dressing room,
What
and Darrin,
happened?
you ran in
I had a
there.
camera.
Darrin?
I started snapping pictures of him.
When he's brushing his teeth.
Yeah, he had them out in his hand, brushing them.
You're terrible.
I'm lying about that, but he wasn't
Again,
brushing his
another warning.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
I speak the truth.
Okay, don't forget. See that button there that says shop? Please hit that. We got to keep them off the street. Hit shop.
And believe me, our families want us out of the home too.
Right.
Just
And
keep them gone.
this is exclusive here on Talk Shop Live. It will be autographed. Your copy will be autographed if you buy it here. And
Right now, look, if you are watching on Facebook or Instagram, all you have to do is comment shop, and we will DM you the link. And one more on YouTube, Charles.
that's right. Take a break from watching Canine Convoy. And I watch that all the time. I really do. Take a break from that and just follow the descriptive link down there. It'll connect you with us here. You get the album.
Okay.
This is a pre-order, right on.
Okay, Tyler has a serious question here.
Okay.
Tyler is wanting to know, out of all the classic songs that you have covered over the years, what's one that you still get excited to sing every single night? Is there a cover song that you do every night, or do you mix it up?
We mix it up,
Yeah.
but we do some of the same songs every night. Darrin, go.
Well, our current show, because we had Randy Travis on our TV show that's coming out soon,
Oh.
I did On the Other Hand. And people love that song. I love singing it. And it was the coolest thing. I was so scared when Randy was in the audience the other day we shot that show, to sing his hit in front of him. I just felt so unworthy, but I had a big time. I was hooping and hollering and having a big time singing it, and people really respond to that song. On the Other Hand,
Well, now here's the thing, because we know this about Randy. I mean, we all know the story about Randy, about his health
Yeah.
issues and so forth, and he no longer has the ability to really speak or sing. So you have, when you're speaking to him, and Charlie and I have spoken to him and his wife Mary on many occasions, and you really have to watch Randy's face to see what he's thinking about the
That's
conversation.
exactly right. That's exactly right.
So when you are performing his song, did you try to watch his face, or did you try not?
I couldn't.
You couldn't? Okay.
But I've experienced what you've talked about. He
Yeah.
and I flew on Southwest Airlines together and sat next to each other for 3 hours, and he loves to laugh.
Yes.
So I was telling him stories, and he was just laughing, shaking his head. And I told him, I said, you shot one of your first album covers in my home county of Jackson County in Gainesboro at an old store.
Up there in the middle part of
and he
East
was
Tennessee.
like, he remembered it, and his wife said, and he's been wanting to go back and see that. I said, well, you should come. So
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
But no.
take him out to lunch.
I will.
Well, that is so cool. You got to sing his song in front of him.
I did get to see his reaction because we went and did the edits.
Yeah.
And they panned to him.
Okay.
And it really tickled my heart to see him. I mean, he had a big smile.
Speaking of reactions, I mean, you cover the gamut here. You've got some, what do you call it, bluegrass rock and roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the sentimental, the emotional one. Do you watch the crowd? You try to get a readout on the crowd every time you're doing a song to see if you're doing it right?
Yeah, because we got a funny story about this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Darrin will tell you, I am tuned in to the audience. And I'll go to the side of the stage before a show and look, kind of peek around and see what kind of audience we have.
Okay.
And we will go down, we'll take off down the runway on the show, and if I feel like the crowd's we're not bringing them with us, I'll change course and be like, we're going to go this direction, change songs, and then we'll get them, you know what. But we were in the studio with a nationally known comedian. He's no longer with us anymore. His name was James Gregory.
Oh,
If you
wow.
know
Oh,
James.
we knew James.
Funniest man in
He was hilarious.
That's it.
And we were in the studio one time with him, and I said, James, being a comedian, it's got to be a lot harder. I said, sometimes in music, if you're playing to different audiences, if I feel like they're not responding the right way, I'll take a left turn and we'll go down another direction to see if I can find them, And I said, do you do that? He said, heck no, why would I do that? He said, they're the amateurs, I'm the professional. I'm going to change my show. I'm like, okay.
Funniest man in America. That's what he deemed himself. He was hilarious.
He was
We love
great.
him.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh, God.
No, my
So
favorite
funny.
my favorite joke of his was that you should only eat fried food
Yeah,
because
you're right.
germs can't live in hot grease.
That's right.
So
He's got a point. He's got a point.
Okay, all right. So, do you have favorite recipes? If you listen, if you live in the country and you love bluegrass music, what are your favorite recipes?
Absolutely.
Oh, she told me about. I'll tell you about one she told me about today.
Beautiful.
Cornbread using.
cornbread, but you have to make it with half a cup of cottage cheese. I
You
know.
ever tried
See the look on
Never
his
heard-
face.
I've never heard of that.
People go,
Yeah.
ugh, but it has over 100 5-star reviews because the cottage cheese kind of just melts into, and it makes a nice dense cornbread, but it's not dry and crumbly. It's very moist because of the cottage cheese.
Right, and then you hum when you meet your maker while you're mixing it up.
While you're singing "It Was a Beautiful Life,"
Yeah,
It
pretty
used to
much.
be.
Okay, back to the original question here. Cornbread. Okay, what's your guys' favorite?
Well, since we're sponsored by Springer Mountain Farms Chicken, I
There you
love to
go.
make chicken strips for the kids.
Of course.
There you go.
I mean, it's
Chicken?
plain. You just get some, eggs, some flour, Martha White flour, of course.
Martha White.
And put it in there and fry the heck out of it, and the kids absolutely love it because you can eat it for 2 or 3 days. I get 2 or 3 packages of strips,
Wow.
and man, it's so good. Yeah,
Okay. He's a good cook.
absolutely.
He's a
won't
good
believe
spokesman
this.
too, apparently. Okay.
But talking about cornbread,
Yes, sir.
before I left my hometown of Gainesboro, left Mom's the other day, I said, would you make me some cornbread to take
Aw.
back to Nashville? And she did, because I love her cornbread, but she makes it with water and something else. It's real nice and crispy, and
Rat poisoning?
probably get rid of him.
And a cast iron skillet, I bet.
Yep.
You got to
Oh,
have a cast iron
100%.
skillet. Okay.
So, I mean, do you have jalapenos or chilies
No.
or corn? None of that in there.
I just
No.
straight on
Hey,
cornbread
we're
Wow.
talking
All right.
about the simplicities
of real life.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that's exactly where we can take you with this album. I'm trying
I-
this in
we-
because I really do believe
You
that.
said something a while ago. You said you saw a video and some of the songs you
Every
used.
one of them.
When I was listening to these songs, and Darren can talk about it too, when I heard the songs for the first time before we recorded them and listening and reading the lyric, I could see it. When I read the lyric, I could see what the writers were saying.
That's what I
I could envision.
Yeah.
It's like, wow,
That's powerful stuff.
But funny enough, A Beautiful Life. The song was written by Carrie Underwood, John Randall, and Bill
Bill
Anderson.
Anderson.
So
Yep.
I'm going out to get on a plane one day, walking down the tarmac, and Carrie was getting off a plane. So I just walked over and said, "Hey, Carrie." She said, "Hey." I said, "We recorded one of your songs." And she said, "You recorded one of my songs?" Like, yeah. I said, "Which one?" I said, "A Beautiful Life." And she's like, "A Beautiful Life?"
She didn't remember.
Didn't remember. I said, "You and John Randall." Then she was like, "Oh, yeah." You know, so
Yeah.
Well, how long ago did she write it that she didn't remember?
It's been around for a while.
And nobody recorded it?
Not to my knowledge. I mean, John Randall might have recorded it. I'm not sure.
What
Because-
can you tell us about songs that are laying on a shelf or in a file cabinet somewhere in this town that have been there forever?
Oh, I've got plenty of them. I've written.
I understand that. But how do they see the light of day? How are they discovered?
It's just.
It's
what?
just hit or miss,
It's a
isn't it?
crapshoot, isn't it? I mean, just.
Well, all I can tell you is I sat in an office listening songs all day.
Tell them about the country record we did that you went to Vince's home.
Well, that's another time.
It's a great
It's
story.
so funny.
I
I
love
call.
it.
Oh, wow. Was it the big guitar room?
You big to guitar.
Okay, so Vince has
We've been
this
there.
room.
Yeah.
So I called Vince Gill. I said, "Hey," I said, "we are doing a new album." I said, "I need songs, and you write great songs. Pitch me some songs." And there was a pause, silence. And he says, "Jamie, I've never pitched my songs." I said, "Get to pitching." And he laughed and he said, "Let me think about it." It's about 2 weeks later he calls. He said, "When you're back in, come over to the house. I've got a few songs for you." I came to his house in the guitar room. He had 34 songs lined up that he had written for to play me. And it's like, that's one way that we found a lot of songs. And I said, "You're just a little overachiever, aren't you?"
And then you ordered DoorDash.
And then we ordered DoorDash, and after he kicked me out and sent me home, I had some good songs to sing, and Darren liked them too, and we recorded them.
Oh my God.
Well, Dolly's the same way. I mean, she has Velvet Apple Music. She hears, she does all these songs. They've done a lot of demos. She's recorded a bunch of them, but she's got stacks and stacks of songs that nobody's even even heard.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
something. Yeah, all these great artists.
I mean, I don't know that anybody ever got in Vince Gill's face and said, "Get to pitching."
Yes.
That's bold.
Strong.
Jamie, that's bold.
But Vince and I are we're very forward with one another. We just say whatever we're thinking, and we love him. We
All
adore
right.
him.
Now, when you get this Beautiful Life album, and we hope you do, hit the shop button right there.
Well, you gotta get the autograph copy.
Yeah, get the autograph copy. When they have it, and before they start listening to it, which song would you want them to hear first? Which one? I know it's just like asking, which one's your favorite kid, right? And we all know you have a favorite kid, but you're not going to say it.
That's right.
but when it comes to songs and everything, which one do you say, all right, listen to that one first, just for us?
I mean, for me, the album is perfectly sequenced.
Just stacked.
You got Ruby that really starts it, and then another song that he wrote was Butterfly that I think's next.
Yeah,
With Tia Sealers and Pete Silas.
Such a setup. I mean, you got this, you're excited, and you go to Butterfly and you just melt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Okay,
one of
so
the-
you launch it
one of
with
the best
Ruby.
songs.
I mean, you got energized with Ruby, and then you just take all the emotions with you,
I
right?
tell you what you do. You flip a quarter.
Well,
Which song am I going to listen to first?
Well, if you get the LP, you got an A and a side A and a side B.
well, you got a 12-sided quarter,
Yeah.
yeah.
and then
You write all the songs down and you cut them in little strips and throw them in a bowl and then pick one.
no, seriously.
Yeah.
I think you're probably right. The way it's stacked, I think, is good. Starts out with Ruby, very energetic. A vocal
Yeah.
performance is incredible.
It's really
Right
something.
here.
Thank
you. It really is.
17.5 seconds on the note. We clarified that. They said 18, but it's not.
Yeah. But
On the
no,
first take, it's unbelievable. Yeah.
are you kidding me?
I would never have been able to get. I knew when I went in that morning because I did all my vocal warm-ups in the shower, in the car, and everything. Headed over to the studio. I thought, I've got one shot at this because with that kind of song, you'll blow your voice out pretty fast if you do it over and over and over. And
So
over.
when do you do it in the show?
At the very end, because I'm really warmed up. And here's the fun part: you do that song, you end the show. We end the show with an instrumental right now, and then when we encore, we come back out and we just go right into Ruby, and then leave the stage and go with the bus,
And pass out.
and you get real quiet until the next.
And you rest your vocal cords.
You rest, yeah.
How do you go about? There are a lot of people out there, maybe some aspiring singers who are watching this. How do you take care of your voice after a vocal workout every night, including the song that you have to do?
Sometimes, if I'm feeling a little tired vocally, I always carry, and y'all are going to laugh at me, but I always carry some kind of soups on board the bus, and I get them real hot, and I'll drink them before bedtime, and that really helps for whatever reason.
Oh.
A lot of water, and like I've been trying to exercise a lot in the last 6 months, which I've done really well with, but since the pollen is so bad, I'm not even walking outside right now because it affects it.
It's awful,
So
yeah.
you're having to, go back to the treadmill and try to work. You just thinking of everything you do, try to keep it.
Just to
healthy.
sing? I mean, you got to go. You're an athlete.
And it's getting, you're getting older, and you think, well, talking after a show, that's becoming an issue too. The older I get, I'm going to have to talk less. So now in autographs lines, people might see me, just smile and say, thank you, and I'm not
Yeah.
talking so much. And it's not that I'm snooty because I love people. Y'all know I love people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I'm having to watch it.
Well,
Hey,
yeah,
can I ask a personal question?
I was young and needed the money. Do not judge me.
Well, I'll ask that later.
Okay, all right.
I'll fill in the blanks.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
We'll do that on Instagram.
yeah.
So, with what you do with your harmonies, your musicianship, everything you do on stage, it has such precision to it. So, it seems that way to us watching you. It just is absolutely perfect. Off stage, in your personal life, are you that sort of tidied up? Everything's good. Or are you just like slobs behind the scenes?
What a way to put that. Huh?
Well, I was telling him the other day, I got a basement, and you put stuff in the basement.
Okay.
Everybody puts stuff in the basement.
Okay.
But you go up where we live, our kids, our family live, and it's perfect. I can't live in filth. I can't do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you live your life off stage the way you do on stage, having everything in order.
Everything's got to be in order.
I love
I'm
that.
OCD at my house.
Same
He's
with
the same
you,
way.
Jamie.
Every shirt's got to hang the right way in the closet. Everything's got to be
Wow.
like I'll personally tell it too much.
I gotta
I'll
know.
personally wash baseboards once a month through the whole. And then the yard up in Gainesboro, I'm really particular with that. My tree lines, everything that lead over to around the woods.
Okay.
one of my friends come and he said, one summer I really had it looking good. He's like, it's like a state park. You should be embarrassed. And I was like, I probably should be. Yeah, but yeah, I guess we are.
We are.
But
yeah.
I cannot keep the inside of my car clean because I'm always taking stuff from the bus to the bus, or I got clothes or I got suitcases, and so it's hard for me to keep my. I'm bad at that.
Well, thank goodness.
And that's the thing with the basement. I mean, people give us stuff all the time. It's
Yeah,
like
we get a lot of stuff.
and we don't want to live with it. So
Yeah, but you don't want to throw it away. You want to.
No, I don't want to throw it away.
We put
It means
a lot
something.
of it in the Gainsborough Historical Society.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I started to say Hysterical Society, but Historical.
Yeah.
And it's next to a moonshine still.
Oh,
You
my
remember
gosh.
that? We walked in there and there it was.
You've got to go up and see that in Gainsborough. They got a museum. It's got a huge still
his
inside.
hometown.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God. Okay, so we have found the crack in the armor here.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this.
Crack in the armor.
Yeah.
Is that on the album?
No, but it should be.
Oh, wait a minute.
We'll write it.
Can
We'll
you
write
write
it.
that song, Crack in the Armor?
We'll write it.
Do I get royalties?
You do.
You should.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, here's the rundown. Just in case you're wondering about the all the songs on this wonderful album, let's start. Okay,
Okay.
we start out with Ruby.
Yeah.
17 and a half seconds, you hold the note. It's incredible.
Did you get tired of everybody singing that note so badly?
No, we started the Ruby Challenge, which we're calling.
Really?
Actually,
Oh, okay.
I've been meaning to talk to Darrin about it. I would love for us to do a major Ruby Challenge to our fan base and say, send in your best Ruby, because my family and friends did it.
I love it.
And then I was at a restaurant the other night, and this guy walked up by me, and, Ruby, and did it right behind me, and I jumped, and it's like,
Wow.
people are starting to do that. And I was in the grocery store a while back, and this woman came through, and she went, Ruby, and just kept
Are you
pushing.
serious?
Yeah, I really got a kick out of it.
Okay, how do you rate Charlie's? Out of
I
all
didn't
the
get
ones.
that is absolutely 4.5.
4.5. All right. Well, all right. They start. Okay, the album starts with
my
this Ruby business that we're talking about, which, by the way, is an extraordinary performance.
It is
Trust me on that. Okay. Then you go to Butterfly. You mentioned that a moment ago.
Mm-hmm.
Moon shines on the still. I'm trying to understand the plan that's in the works for that particular song. But it's moonshine and it's late at
Moonshine,
night. Okay.
mason jars.
When I meet my maker, of course, we all know they got trouble when that happens.
Don't we all?
Uncle Billy, play your fiddle for me. We're talking about the rural America there, and that's again, that's such a wonderful scene. A Beautiful Life. All-star songwriters on that one.
Yep.
We talked about it a moment ago. Love You Longer Than That. We haven't talked about that. That, I believe, is one of the ultimate love songs.
Let me
It
tell you, I
is.
thought so as well. And I was thinking in the terms of, when somebody passes, you love them longer than that, you'll always remember.
Yeah.
We have been getting emails in now. People are playing it at their weddings.
Yes.
Yeah,
There's
I can
been
understand
3
that.
weddings
Makes
now,
sense.
and this song's not been out long. So it is a love song. You're right.
Yeah, okay. Did I tell you the 2 songs that, should I tell them the 2 songs that we played when I had my daughter's wedding? They play the songs when the parents walk in.
Yeah.
And we had 2 songs selected. One of them was right at the reception, was We've Only Just Begun.
Oh.
And it was backed by Highway to Hell.
Did you smile?
I'm not kidding. We did that.
Apropos.
Okay.
How's it working out for him?
Yeah. They're still married. Everything's fine. Yeah, they haven't got to cut 2 yet.
Let's play some of these. Let's play A Beautiful Life.
All right,
at the
okay,
wedding.
Beautiful Life. Love You Longer Than That. Okay, I'll keep going. We talked about that one. I Grew Up in Heaven. You guys have mentioned that song quite frequently. God's Country. That's where the
We
skinny
mentioned-
dipping
yeah,
in the fire
mentioned
water
that.
comes
That
in.
just got my attention, yeah.
I was delightfully shocked with that one. Smoky Mountain Memories. That's the Dolly song.
Yeah.
Jacob's Ladder. We haven't mentioned that. Boy, that is a.
That caps
That's
it
kind
off.
of that's kind of like a step-by-step instruction on how to just get to a better life, I guess, isn't it?
It's wonderful. Bruce Hornsby. And Darrin, tell them all the musicians that's on that.
Oh my gosh. We've got a whole cast of great musicians. We did it country style. Got Ed Morrow Greg Morrow on drums, Greg Young on bass, and another bass player, and I can't think of the name. He did a solo on it. Seth Taylor, and I think Sean's on that. And then the special guest that we have playing is Garrett Anderson used to be play piano with
Okay,
us.
okay.
And then Alison Brown. You'll know Alison Brown.
We know Allison,
Okay.
yeah.
She and Steve Martin do a lot of things.
Right,
Yeah, she's
oh
an
my
incredible player.
Yeah.
Sierra Hall. You know, heard of her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you
Great
guys.
mandolin player. Great. Yeah.
Wow, what a way
And
to
then
cap
we
it off.
we finish it out with a guitar solo of Vince Gill.
Yeah, he's a young guy come to town, Vince Gill. Yeah.
That guy.
James Mitchell's on it. Yeah.
He's
But,
on-
Vince
he's-
Gill
he's
did
on
a
his way
solo
up.
too.
On his way up, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
And Sean, when he says Sean, that's Sean Richardson for
Yeah.
folks that want to know.
Okay.
Well, listen, this, I mean, as Charlie's just reading down the list, I mean, this, it really is, it's a masterpiece.
Aw.
Everything
It is.
you guys do, I mean, this is why we wanted to be here tonight. We wanted to tell everybody about this amazing new album, A Beautiful Life, Dailey and Vincent. You're just not going to find any better singing, musicianship, crafting of music. I mean, anywhere. Okay.
That's
don't.
very kind of you.
I agree.
Thank you.
And of course, hit that little shop button right there at the bottom of the screen, and you will get, this is exclusive from Talk Shop Live. You'll get the autographed copy, okay? It's going to hit the street later, certainly, but this is where you get the autographed copy from these guys.
Or if you happen to be watching Facebook, Instagram, then you can just comment, shop and DM, and we will DM you.
Right, and if you're watching some Crook and Chase videos over there, well, take a break from that.
On YouTube.
On YouTube, yes. And just follow the little descriptive line. You'll
And
find
we
it.
always have so much fun with you both.
You guys should.
always,
You
always.
really are.
It's always just like a party every time we are with you guys.
And we've survived it every time so far.
Somehow, we never get arrested. Nobody
Yep.
even calls the cops on
No.
us.
No.
They probably should.
Maybe.
Well, it should.
But, I mean, we just have a good, clean, fun time.
Yes, we do.
With a lot of
Even
great
though
music.
Darren was skinny dipping on that song, but we're not going to talk about
I
it.
know.
No.
Yes.
But with them, and after you hear the album, it is a beautiful life. Thank you for watching and joining us here on Talk Shop Live with Dailey and Vincent. Good night, everybody.
It's cool.
Fun.
Yeah.